can tell you that we feel like the teens because we feel very much lower than that temperature-wise.
Yes, we feel like the single digits this morning. The Olympics have been nice because it's something to watch during the afternoon.
Yeah.
It's been so cold and snowy. Now we just look out the window, I guess.
And freeze.
Sigh and freeze. That's exactly right. Flurries area-wide. Now, I will tell you, there's a decent northwest wind out there, gusting between 20 to 30 miles per hour. And I'm bringing that up because, of course, there's a wind chill. But the snowflakes are kind of smaller. And when you get a wind like that, it's a little bit harder for them to actually stick to the roads. Now, they're doing it in a couple places where the wind kind of dies down for a second, or maybe along a tree line where the wind gets blocked a little bit. The snow can try to accumulate a little bit. But there are some slick spots out there this morning, but a lot of times they kind of just hit the road and kind of just keep going on their way and maybe head out into the grass. But either way, as you're headed out the door, watch out for slick spots, but you'll notice a lot of good pavement as well. This is a look at radar to the north and west. Some flurries from Kokomo. Good morning to Tipton and Morse Reservoir, Crawfordsville. We've got the snow showers, Greencastle and Cloverdale. Bloomington, we've had flurries on and off this morning. Same story in Greenwood and Columbus. Farther to the east, we've got a decent snow shower right over Greenfield and getting into Fishers and Noblesville this morning. Some good flakes are flying around. Snow showers are likely on and off pretty much the rest of the day. However, I do think they'll be a little bit more intermittent, a little bit lighter into the afternoon and evening. But it's cold out there this morning. A lot of teens and 20s. It's only 18 right now here in Indianapolis, and in Carmel and in Pendleton. It's 21 in Richmond. It's 16 in Greencastle and 17 degrees. Good morning in Bloomington. Coming up, we'll let you know when the snow showers will end and maybe when more snow may come later this week. In the meantime, let's talk traffic. As you're headed out the door, some of these cameras, if you look closely, you can see some of the snow showers out there this morning. I'm going to start though with the map. No big crashes or accidents. We're looking pretty good. But this is a live look in Noblesville along State Road 37 as you're about to pass the Costco. A couple flurries when you're looking underneath some of the street lamps, but a lot of times the roads are okay. It's just you have to watch out for places like this. This would be the Crawfordsville area. Still some leftover ice and snow patches out there, and any leftover wet spots could have tried to refreeze throughout the overnight hours, so watch for that. Plus, we're watching a lot of delays and cancellations. All flights to Newark and all Delta flights to LaGuardia have been canceled for the day.
Well, this morning, we're honoring the service and sacrifice of a fallen Beech Grove officer.
Officer Brian Elliott was shot and killed in the line of duty a week ago and will be laid to rest today. Our Anna Chucker joins us live on the funeral plans today and how the community can also pay respects. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Beech Grove High School is ready to welcome hundreds of people here today to remember Officer Elliott. And this is a place he was so familiar to growing up in this city, walking these halls while he was in high school. But the city here does not want people just to remember Officer Elliott as a police officer. They want to remember his many titles that he held in his years as a father, or as a husband, a son, a brother, and a friend. And the funeral today will start at 11 o'clock this morning, followed by a procession that you can see that map on your screen. It'll leave around 12:45. It'll turn right onto Emerson Avenue, making its way to I-65 northbound, where they will take the 29th Street exit ramp to head to Crown Hill Cemetery. And at the visitation here yesterday, many spoke on the legacy that Elliott will leave behind. They say this past week they've seen so many come out to support his family and the police department.
They care because this is a man who did put his life on the line for people he doesn't know. We don't know most of the people we serve. We just know that our job is to serve them.
Those who may not attend this service today, you can still come to pay your respects as the procession goes through Beech Grove. You're asked to line Main Street from 2nd Avenue to 13th Avenue as it's driving through the city. And we've seen so many other tributes this week in front of the police department with the memorial car, but also here at the high school as they're getting ready for that funeral. So coming up, we'll share more words and more sentiments coming from so many law enforcement agencies here in the state as they're here to honor Officer Elliott.
All right, thank you, Anna, reporting live in Beech Grove this morning.
And we have certainly seen a wave of support for Officer Elliott and his family.
And that includes dozens of local businesses hoping to help in some way, many of them putting up signs to raise awareness and raise money. This is O'Gara's Irish Pub and Julish's Groove Foods. They organized a community meal to help raise money for the Elliott family and support other officers.
An organizer tells us people across the community didn't hesitate to jump in and help.
It's so important. I mean, the community is here for Mayor Kaufman and Chief Maurice and the whole BGPD. I mean, it's incredibly important for us to be here for them and to show that support and show that the Beech Grove community is very strong.
Sarah also co-owns Metal Fabricators and with her husband, which helped make keychains in honor of Officer Elliott.
Well, again, 13 News will be there at Officer Brian Elliott's visitation funeral today. We'll also be streaming the service on our free streaming app, WTHR Plus, starting at 11. Right here is the QR code that you can scan to download the app on your TV if you don't have that already. You can find more information about Officer Elliott as well as details on the investigation into his shooting on WTHR mobile app and WTHR.com.
Well, this morning, a suspect charged in a 2024 road rage incident is back in court for a change of plea hearing. State police say this happened near 21st Street and North Shadeland. Troopers nearby say they heard gunshots and rushed to the restaurant parking lot. There, they found a man who'd been shot. Police later stopped a black Ford Escape about a half-mile away. They say 2 men were taken into custody. A gun was also found outside of that vehicle. The victim has survived and was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Terrence Seagraves of Indianapolis police arrested on attempted murder charges. He's expected to enter that guilty plea in just a few hours. Our Rich Nye will be in the courtroom.
Also today in the courtroom, a father and his girlfriend are in court today for a sentencing hearing in the death of a 7-year-old boy in Indianapolis. Court records show Kevin Gavarette and Julia Sizemore agreed to plead guilty to 1 felony count each of neglect of a dependent resulting in death. Under this plea agreement, both could be sentenced to 30 years in prison. The charges stem from the death of Gavarette's son, Caden, who was found unresponsive inside of a home on the city's near southwest side in December of 2024. Prosecutors say that Caden showed signs of abuse and neglect. The couple is scheduled to appear at 9:30 this morning in court. We have an update on this weekend's shooting involving police on the far east side of Indianapolis.
IMPD tells us 2 juveniles were shot, another injured by non-lethal rounds after they fired at officers during a traffic stop. So this started around 10 o'clock Saturday night. IMPD says the Violent Crimes Task Force and SWAT team were following a vehicle near 10th and German Church. They believe the people inside were connected to a recent shooting.
SWAT tried to use something called a grappler device to stop the car, but that's when police say that someone inside shot at officers and at least 1 IMPD officer shot back. Right now, 4 people are in custody in all. 2 were shot and a 3rd was injured from less lethal rounds, police say. They are all expected to recover.
Police also shared these pictures with us. They show multiple guns in the suspect's car, including a handgun, a rifle, and a machine gun conversion device, or a Glock switch, as it is also commonly known.
Well, about 10 minutes away from where that incident happened, police say that a man was shot and killed just hours before.
This happened just after 3 Saturday afternoon on North Webster Avenue near 16th in Arlington. Officers tell us they found a man with a gunshot wound and he was taken to the hospital where he later died.
It's not clear what led up to that shooting, and police haven't made any arrests. We'll follow this story and update you when we have one.
Tragic news this morning about a former Purdue football star.
Rondale Moore has died, and police believe that he took his own life. Police in New Albany say the 25-year-old was found dead in a garage. They say it appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Moore spent the past 5 seasons as an NFL wide receiver, most recently with the Vikings. At Purdue, he was a star for the Boilermakers, especially during his breakout All-American freshman year. Jeff Brom coached Moore at Purdue. He did release a statement saying that Moore was a great teammate and a complete joy to coach. It is 6:11. This weekend, an Indianapolis church paid tribute to the late Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Purpose of Life Ministries honored the impact the civil rights icon has had on our country. Some in the congregation saw Jackson's mission in person. They say Jackson's years of service paved the way for so many people.
And one person there says it's more important than ever to build on that mission.
Some of the younger adults, younger kids, they don't know him. They don't know. Their heroes are in different places. And hopefully somebody, we're not going to reach everybody, but somebody can hear it. We need leaders like that.
As for his funeral services and memorial, people will be able to pay their respects at the Rainbow Push Coalition in Chicago Thursday and Friday. That is the advocacy group that Jesse Jackson founded. His funeral services will follow Friday and Saturday. Let's head to the Northeast there where that heavy snow is falling, and we're taking a live look in Connecticut. You can see snow-covered cars there at the bottom of your screen. If you have travel plans today, you might want to check twice. We'll tell you how this could be impacted and what you need to know.
And also this morning, the leader of a powerful cartel killed in Mexico. We'll tell you about the growing fears of the violence that has erupted in some of those states there, that visitors from all over are there this morning hunkering down to stay out of danger.